Hi guys, so today we're at Pasir Park and we're going to explore the mangrove boardwalk, a unique coastal forest ecosystem. Let's see what we can find today. Let's go. When walking along the boardwalk, you'll notice these trees. They are primarily from the Rhizosperaceae family. These trees have developed incredible adaptations. Take a look at the base of the trees. You'll notice small vertical structures popping from the mud around the main trunk. These are called pencil roots. These pencil roots are crucial as they act like snorkels, growing upwards out of the anaerobic oxygen-poor mud to help the root system breathe and take in oxygen from the air. The defining feature of this habitat is that the soil is incredibly muddy and saline. However, it's still incredibly nutrient-rich. You can have a look here.
If you look closely at the fine muddy sediments, you can find tiny snails and bivalves, which are types of mollusk. They're here because this soft mud holds a lot of organic nutrients from decaying mangrove leaves and roots. What's that moving across the mud? These are crabs, the main type of crustacean here. Specifically, this is a vinegar crab. It helps the ecosystem by digging burrows in the mud and eating fallen leaves and other organic litter during low tide, helping to recycle nutrients. During high tide, do look up too, since when the water rises, they actually climb up the trees for protection from aquatic predators like fish. Hence, they are more commonly known as tree-climbing crabs.
An important element of mangrove forest is the tide. Just like when you eat hot pot and an oil film layer forms, when the tide comes in, as you can see over here, the tidal brackish water is essentially the mix of fresh and salt water at mangrove habitats. And this is actually key for the growth and survival of mangrove trees. Most trees we're familiar with usually disperse their young as seeds into the ground before germinating and growing into seedlings. In mangroves, however, the tide and constant presence of brackish water would easily wash these seeds away. Hence, the trees have evolved an incredible adaptation called vivipary. This means that the seed is given a literal head start and begins to germinate and grow into a proper gule or seedling, whilst they're still attached to the parent tree before it's finally dispersed into the water. Over there's an oriental whip snake.
It's an arboreal snake, meaning it lives in the trees around the mangrove. Doesn't its body look just like a vine? Its long, slender, bright green body provides perfect camouflage among the leaves. Now, let's look up from the bushes to the treetops, where you can spot some spectacular birds. Today, we've been lucky to find the common flameback. This is a medium-sized member of the woodpecker family, easily identified by its striking golden black feathers and that distinct red hump. Here it is employing its unique foraging method, gleaning and probing the tree trunk, which is silent compared to the typical woodpecker drumming. We also found the magnificent oriental pied hornbill. The most memorable feature is that large pale yellow bill and the unique helmet-like structure on top called the casque. These two birds are examples of sexual dimorphism. For the common flameback, males have a flaming red crown, while females have an all-black crown. For the hornbill, we can determine the sex by comparing the size of the casque. Those with a smaller casque indicates it's likely a female, while the males carry a much larger one. And here is a giant of the habitat, the Asian water monitor. After the Komodo dragon, it is widely considered the second largest extant lizard in the world. Being ectotherms, in other words cold-blooded animals, they need external heat to regulate their body temperature, which is why you'll often see them basking in the sun on the mud or on a log. Look, this one is even basking in the canal nearby, which acts as a heat sink, allowing it to absorb the sun's warmth while keeping cool in the water. Look at this little guy. It's a barred mudskipper. Isn't it cute, scurrying along the log? And here we have its big cousin, the giant mudskipper. As its name suggests, it's the largest of the mudskippers. This is one cool fish that's adapted to live on land. Notice its unique eyes set high on its head. As you can see, the giant mudskipper is a generalistic carnivore and an aggressive hunter, which means it's often found eating fish, small crabs, and other invertebrates right here in the mudflats.
So as you walk along Mangrove Boardwalk, you actually can find this nursery, which is one of Singapore's conservation efforts for these mangrove habitats.
The health of this ecosystem is no accident. It is the direct result of dedicated conservation effort. In fact, this area you're seeing at Pasir Park is a leading example. Recognized as the first urban park in Singapore to feature the restoration of the natural mangrove ecosystem. Let's do our part to protect these crucial habitats by disposing of our rubbish at the designated bins, as even trash thrown on land will pollute the waterways during high tide.
Thanks for joining us at Pasir Park today. We hope that you learn more about the biodiversity here at the Mangrove Boardwalk. We had fun exploring, so you should have fun on your own adventures too. Bye!
Bye! Bye! Bye!